2008, 2014, the last time you won it. Does that still feel as good? The third time, does it feel better? How different does it feel?
It feels better, I think, the third time. I think because also Ayrton Senna was my favourite driver. I started watching when I was 5, and I always wanted to be him. So to think that I've now equalled him in the championship stats is an amazing feeling. Right now, I'm in a weird place because now I've reached that level that Ayrton had in terms of the championship, and that now I'm kind of like, what's next?
Yeah.
But I've just signed for 3 more years, so I guess I'm going to be fighting for the championship.
3 more years. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. A nice feeling.
And I negotiated myself.
So you negotiated your own deal?
Going through that, I mean, I learned a lot from my dad, who had managed me and looked after me all the way till I was like 24, 25.
When did you stop having your dad manage you? When did that happen?
I think it was 2009.
OK. And how was that when you moved on from him?
Well, it was difficult because, you know, he had been managing me for a long time. And I think I don't know, I was at a period of time where there was a lot of control that I wanted to have back.
Sure. You're now a man in a different stage in your life.
Yeah.
But how did you break it to him?
Well, it wasn't easy, for sure. We were on the phone at the time, and I was like, I've really got to go on and do my own thing. And,
so it was a conversation, it wasn't like a text?
No.
It wasn't see a smiley face,
no.
It was like you actually...
Yeah.
Good, so you did it the tough way, really?
For sure.
Yeah.
There was no easy way to do it.
Of course not. When you won this time, it was in the last but one race?
No, 3 races.
3 races before. OK, so you know you've won. You've still got to do the other races, of course, but that moment when you know you've won, what are you thinking? What goes through your head? You're in the car, you know OK, I've done it.
Your kind of whole racing career, your whole life kind of flashes before your eyes. Well, you start thinking about, you know, everything that you've gone through, the trials and tribulations, what my dad did, to get me there, the sacrifice that went in. My dad had 4 jobs at one stage. He was just putting for sale signs out, putting vending machines in, doing anything he could just to keep me go-karting.
And then you sacked him.
Yeah. But, you know, and he travels around and comes to some of the races.
Oh, you're still close, aren't you?
Yeah, but it's just kind of crazy to think how, you know, where we came from. You know, we grew up in you know, Pear Tree Road in Stevenage, and I remember my dad coming around and bringing me my first helmet, and when I was playing football with some kids, you know, he parks up and I try this helmet on, and you know, and the love and energy he put into this go-kart to make it look brand new, even though it was 5th hand.
Wow.
And we did some amazing things with it.
So did he put the name on the front for you?
He did. Well, this kart was so old and bent, he put it back into... He resprayed it and redid it all. And my stepmom had, you know, sewed in all the badges and my name and all that stuff. It was crazy. And we'd always start at the back because the car was not very good.
Yeah.
And I'd move my way up, and so, you know, I won my first 6 races.
You know, it's nice looking at that picture, seeing that you've grown into your face. You know what I'm saying? Because you got... it appears to have the same size head then than you have now.
Yeah, I do.
But now it looks good. You know, so congratulations. You like wet weather conditions, don't you?
I do, because it spices things up and it makes it a lot more of a lottery.
Yeah.
And that's, like, really my strength in the rain, so...
When you're about to drive, and I have some experience of this, you rev it up, but you have to do it not too much, or else you burns out, doesn't it?
You want to win because you're the best. You've worked hardest to do so. So that's the goal.
So who do you see as the main threat to your...
Sebastian.
So it is Sebastian? Yeah. Now, who's the new guy on your team? Who's the guy you're racing with?
Valtteri, Finnish guy.
Now, he's on your team, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't even seem to like him.
What do you mean?
I'll be honest with you, that body language is tense. I mean, that is awkward.
Well, it's an unusual scenario in Formula 1 because you're in a team and you're supposed to be teammates. However, there's two championships. So there's one championship of the drivers won, you want to win, and the other guy wants to stab you in the back if anything.
So you're working together and you're working against each other.
So you're in conflict a lot of the time, but as long as you keep a respect...
Sounds like Hollywood.
He wants to win the right way and vice versa. So that's why we get on as well as we do.
Yeah. Who is the... I don't know what the technical term in Formula 1 is, but who is the biggest arsehole? I think that's the fight. There's so many, he can't even choose one.
Very good.
There's quite a few.
There's a possibility for every driver. There's a possibility of an accident. There's a possibility. Yeah. And you get close to the other cars. You've nudged some, they've nudged you. It happens. Is that a fear that you have in your head going in there, or ever?
It isn't. This is the thing. I don't have any of those fear factors. I never have since I was a kid. So that was really why I was always so good at what I did. I've had crashes, obviously, in Formula 1, and honestly, the bit between going off and hitting the wall is actually kind of fun. But it's just, you know, in a crazy way, I know it sounds really silly, but it's exhilarating. Obviously, it's not exciting when you then hit the wall. But, no, I never go into a race with that fear, that thought. But, of course, I'm aware of the dangers around. But that's the same in all the things I do, whether it be wakeboarding or whether it, you know, all the dangerous sports that I try and do. Yeah. I'm aware of the danger, and I feel very much in control at that point.
So you're an accomplished wakeboarder?
Yes, generally. Okay.
You still drive?
I do.
You still drive?
I actually have a Porsche Macan.
Nice.
A Porsche Macan turbojet.
Where do you live?
I live in California.
Okay, I'm never driving there again.
Yeah.
He's on the road. No, but I do. Every year I'm always assessing kind of the plan
and where you should be.
Yeah, well, you know, if you look at all the Formula 1 drivers in the past, you know, generally they stop and you know, when you're in Formula 1, you're in the spotlight, you're at the top of the world, and then it's kind of downhill kind of from there on, you know. You don't earn the same money. There's not a huge amount of opportunities because you've been in that world for so long. I've been there since I was 8. So, but me at the moment, these past 5-6 years, I've really been trying to work on what I enjoy outside of the sport so that when I stop and I can walk away and have other things to go.
But you have no plans to retire at the moment, of course?
I definitely have thought about it, and there's definitely times where I've thought, you know, there's other things I want to do. But then we're in the heat of this battle right now. I'm loving it more than ever. You know, the training, all the work that you put into something, and then you get to really show your abilities. It's the greatest feeling ever.
You turned 30 this year.
Yes, in January.
Wow, big birthday.
31, geez.
But no lifestyle changes? You're not feeling that you have to slow down and change?
No, if anything, I speed it up.
Yeah.
Up until this year, I'd sacrificed everything, so I never ever really went out. I think last year I might have gone out 3 times.
Yeah.
You know, and it's probably a bit too extreme. And I think this year, I don't have any regrets about anything that happened this year, things I didn't do. I just tried to make sure I juggled everything, so...
So you had more time going out, but you didn't lose the focus on work either?
No, surprisingly. Okay. I drove better than ever, so...
Yeah.
I got to keep going out.
I always say that, get hammered, and then the sport will come. Let me talk about the rivalry within Formula 1 and within your team. Nico Rosberg, he won... You have to forgive them, it's painful. But that's OK, then. Yeah. He won all 3 of the other races, didn't he? OK. Yeah. So what is there? Is there bad blood between you? Is there... Because there must be friction.
There is. For sure there's friction, I think, naturally. We've known each other since... I went to race in Italy. I got signed when I was 13 and I went to race in Italy. And when I got there, he was the golden child because his dad was a F1 world champion. So he'd arrived in a helicopter and had all the best of everything and all these different things. And we actually became good friends after our first race together. He led the whole race. I was behind him and I overtook him in the last lap and won the race. And that's where our relationship started. And...
So it started, in a way, it started already with him thinking, who's this kid?
Yeah, for sure.
He's on my territory.
For sure.
And he just beat me.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
So you can imagine, we're in Formula 1 now, and he, more than ever, wants to set the record straight, for sure. But, yeah, I think there's only room for one number one. And
he's sitting right here.
Yeah, so...
I enjoy it.
You know, growing up, my dad was always just do your talking on the track.
Yeah.
And of course, I know how difficult it is when you lose, so I would never want to make someone feel that way.
No, I can see you weren't rubbing it in as such, but...
I wasn't trying to, but maybe I did, but I didn't mean to.
I think next time, if you're first and you've got the hat, you could leave the hat for him on the table.
I think I will.
Because he can find it.
Yeah.
I would. Or you could put it on his head very hard while saying, loser. I mean, you could do that. OK, now you have 2 dogs.
I do.
Roscoe and Coco.
Yeah, Roscoe, literally, this minute is under surgery, right, in surgery for his breathing, because they have bad breathing.
They're bulldogs, aren't they?
Yeah. But his breathing was restricted like 20%, so at the moment he's having his tonsils out, he's having some other stuff done in his...
Is Roscoe the small guy there or the big guy?
He's the big boy on the left.
He's the big fella.
Actually, Coco's here.
He's
back there watching the TV.
Would you bring Coco out? Can we meet Coco?
Yeah, sure.
OK, let's get Coco. I love the fact you brought Coco with us.
Here she is.
Oh, here she is. Come on, Coco.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, well, I mean, I think it's polite to ask before you put your dog on the couch, I'll be honest with you.
Is that
Well, it's a bit late now. I mean, of course
She's
it's okay.
clean. She's been groomed today.
She's beautiful. Look at you. You're a beautiful girl. Coco, you're a beautiful girl. Who's that? Coco. This is me kiss.
I don't know if he's...
Actually, I'm not going to do it over there. I'm sorry, that was a bit weird, wasn't it? I'm sorry. It kind of felt okay, though, you know what I'm saying?
What are you doing?
Yeah. You're pretty hands-on with your dogs. You love them both.
I love animals. I love animals.
But I saw a picture of you, which I must say, I thought, OK, this is lovely. He's out walking his dogs. And if you've got dogs, that is the responsibility. People forget, you've got to give them that exercise. You've got to give them that love. And, but I thought this is one of the laziest dog walkers I've ever seen in my life. Because this is a picture of Lewis walking Moscow. Have a look at this. OK.
Yeah, I just got this thing, and Roscoe just likes to chase me. So, like, it's perfect. I go out for, like, 10 minutes, and he's dead after that. So take him out, he goes to, does his business, and we go back. So it cuts down your walk.
OK, I've got one here.
You have?
Yeah, here you go. It's called an Airwheel,
balance.
Man, they're hairy. They've given me 2. Oh, jeez, this is my workout for the week already. OK.
What's that? What's that?
Coco, you know what that is?
Tell me.
So that's your one, and they've given me one. And don't laugh, but they've given me one with stabilisers on it.
Yeah, but mine doesn't.
You know.
Oh, that's cheating.
Well, you say it's cheating, but I think I've got on the wrong way round. I think
Maybe you put your toes forwards.
Hold on. Well,
This one's really stable. Oh, it's got 2 wheels.
You got 2
Mine
wheels.
has 1 wheel.
This is my top speed.
Why don't you try this one? It's really easy.
It's not turning either. Mine's not turning.
Try this one.
Well, I can't get off this one then. now I'm just going backwards. How do you get off it?
Well, you kind of jump off maybe, or yeah, hold it.
Kind of jump off. You. I'll be honest. I think I'm going to be on this till Christmas.
Maybe turn it off. Turn it off. Oh yeah, good. You're good. You're getting it.
I'm gonna get off it by positioning myself here, and then. Oh. So how do you walk your dog? Coco doesn't follow you with that. You're a good girl.